Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
So, hello and welcome guys, I hope you can hear me. This is a stream from the Arabian Conquest tournament. It's a 1 versus 1 Arabia event, and we're using the balance patch here. It was created by Carlos Ferdinand and John Mendler, and it tweaks a few little things. It makes cavalry archers from Huns a bit more expensive. It makes the crossbow upgrade a little bit more expensive. Walls take longer to build, so just a little few touches here and there to make Arabia more fun to play. This here is already the round of 16, and it's gonna be the match between Vikings Vinchester and Vietnam Human. And this is Helene, I guess. Hello.
Yes. Hi, Jeanette.
Hi, hi. Or people would know you as nonsensical. I just made up my mind.
You're really quiet. What's going on?
Is my microphone too low?
I
hope
don't know.
It looks
I'm
fine
pretty sure.
in OBS, I guess. Okay, the game started. Let's take a look at the civilizations. It's Britons for Vinchester and Aztecs for Vietnam Human. Okay. Just checking OBS. Yeah, looks fine. Yeah?
Well, the five militia rush from Aztecs at the start. And then later on, because it's most likely they'll both go crossbows and archers. I'm just thinking how it's going to play out. Because at the start, I think it's a definite advantage for ACCM, because he's Aztecs and he's going to rush with 5 militia. But if Vinchester, can he wall? Looking at it. I guess he could wall. It's not very hard for him to wall this map, actually.
Yeah, I would check out the map first. That really dictates the gameplay, usually. It's not easy to wall, I think, for Vinchester. He has a nice big forest in the front, but not so much at the sides. Okay.
Well, I guess for a Chinese wall, I'm saying it wouldn't be too hard. It's not completely open. I think it's, I would say, easier to wall than ACCM's by a mile. Like, ACCM's just got a really, really open map.
Yes, towards the front or the center of the map, he's really open. You would have to walk almost into the middle of the map to make use of a cliff there, maybe. But yeah, in general, it is a green version of this dry Arabia map, so more forests, a bit easier to wall than a really open desert one.
And I think for Vinchester, he only really has to wall the left-hand side. He's got his main gold there, he's got his berries towards the back, that forest at the front, and the forest towards the right-hand side. If he walls in a bit towards his TC, that would be enough to stop the drush, plus a bit of a wall on the left as well.
Yeah, of course, I mean, with 2 or 3 army buildings and palisades, you can wall a lot. We'll have to see.
It's not necessary for him to wall the whole right-hand side, which is really where it's the most open. And against Aztec Grush, it can be quite difficult to deal with, especially if you're not Aztecs yourself. We could see maybe good micro plus 4 militia, but I know that there's usually a fair bit of lag between Vietnamese players and players from other countries, so it's going to be difficult to micro as well. And he has that really big hill towards, well, on both sides of his base.
Yeah. Just looking at Vinchester luring in his first board, taking the front one, makes a lot of sense. Oh, the one for ACCM went back. But
really far.
Oh, it is far, and the villager doesn't have loom. It's a tricky one, and I don't see a sheep near. That's one hit, 18 HP left. I really think...
This is the balance patch, right?
Yes, this is on the balance patch.
Yes. Maybe you should point out, because Aztecs usually start with loom for regular AOC.
Good point.
Yeah,
this is
so
Aztecs
that's a big deal.
Loom.
I think also, yeah, Aztecs without loom. I was just actually thinking about it, and then I realized why it was.
Yep, but ACCM managed to bring in his villager the last second actually, but still 4 HP left, so all good there.
So the balance patches, instead of starting with free loom, Aztecs just start with the extra 50 gold, I guess?
Yes, exactly. And I have to be honest...
Can you explain maybe some things about the balance patch, because I haven't read too much about it, and I'm sure viewers also would like to know.
Yeah, I was about to say, there are 72 changes, I think, and I don't remember them all off by heart. The Aztecs one, yeah, definitely. We have seen that. For Britons, I would have to check. Yeah, I don't know off by heart. It's nothing major changing Britons, because they are, in general, a mid-tier civilization, if you ask me. They're not really bad, and they were not really top 3 and had to be nerfed, so no big changes for Britons. I can look it up between the games.
Vinchester tried to lame ACCM's Ville that was luring the boar, but he actually helped him, because rather than blocking the villager, he tried to kill the villager with his scout, and in the meantime, ACCM picked a villager off at his lumber camp.
Yep, I was there. Showed it. Ooh, another villager running around.
Yeah, I think... Well, he's going to be able to save this one. I don't think ACCM wants to go that close to the TC. But it means the drush is going to be delayed. Oh, that's just the lumber camp, okay. He just wants to place a second lumber camp.
This is...
No one's drushing.
Oh, no, I think... Oh, the villager died and the eagle could escape. I thought the eagle would be blocked now,
my god. ACCM's
No,
going for a late
villagers.
drush as well. He's starting to make militia. He got delayed quite a bit, just trying to lame those villagers on the gold. And Vinchester's actually 3 pop behind almost right now. He's lost 2 villagers, and he's gotten loom as well.
Loom is
and
definitely
ACCM
a good
is
idea.
not having loom yet, so
I mean, he lost 2 villagers.
he's already
to it
done more damage with a single eagle than he really needed to do with a drush.
Yep.
21 pop up for Vinchester. I don't know if he's going to have the eco to go archers right now because he lost 2 villagers. Usually it wouldn't be too bad, but
exactly.
with being 2 villagers down...
It would have been population 23, which is pretty solid for a 2 archery ranges start. And with Britons, that is a good thing to do. But now with 2 villagers less, yeah. will have a hard
And
time.
he lost them pretty early on. It's not like he lost them pretty late when he'd gotten use out of the villages or anything like that. He pretty much, you know, just was maybe it's equivalent to 21 and a half villages or something, given the work time. It was something really bad either way for him. And ACCM with the 5 militia coming in, and he's going to wall as well.
Wait, I'm gonna switch the point of view. Yeah, it's 5 in total. I just saw the 4 there in one spot. And the eagle's
Yeah, he was
still alive.
chasing the scout from Vinchester around, so Vinchester just delaying that from coming in a little. And it looks like it will be a Drush FC. I don't know if you probably want to get the men-at-arms upgrade as well when he reaches feudal age, just because he's got the 5, but it also depends on how much damage he takes on the militia.
Yeah, definitely. And in general, I would say Vietnam Human is playing this really safe. He has already walled himself in. Well, he knows that he's already ahead. 4 villagers, Aztecs, bonus, and Dark Ages. Much better. Okay. Bandit, sorry, not yet militia are moving in.
He is ahead. But I think a bit of a problem for him is the fact that he's walled using his main gold, and Vinchester as Britons will be going for ranged units. So if he, for some reason, uses the Drush, or, oh, that's a nice fast house wall coming up from Vinchester, but didn't have enough bills under the TC, which is unfortunate. He still managed to get one, but if ACCM can delay for long enough, or if he towers on his main gold, then Vinchester won't be able to do much, but if he doesn't do that, Vinchester can actually take ACCM off gold completely. He doesn't have gold inside his walls.
Yep. First 2 archers are out for Vinchester now. Vietnam Human tried to get the hill, but it is too many villagers and already 2 archers firing, so better get out of there.
He's not going to get the men-at-arms upgrade either, because he lost 1 to the TC and 2 to the archers already. So the late rush is a bit of a fail for him right now.
Well, he had an awesome start. It would be really unfair if he would have done a ton of damage with those militia too. Vinchester is still in the game. Let's see how much he can do with his archers now. No.
And he's going to be in trouble for a bit just as ACCM hits Castle Age a little earlier. But after that he'll be fine once he reaches Castle Age himself with the +1 bonus. If there have been no changes to Britons, it should come into play in Castle Age rather than feudal, I believe. I'm going to have a quick look. Yeah, Castle Age.
And also Britons, of course, have cheaper town centers, so the eco advantage of Aztecs fades a little.
Yeah, it's not going to be a big difference, and ACCM's going to tower that gold. So, as expected here, he really needed some kind of defense there while he fast castles, and he's actually not able to fast castle. Okay, that's interesting. I thought he would be able to fast castle with these resources.
Oh yeah,
but surprisingly,
he has a lot of farms, more than I would have expected, and he's still on 450.
He's made skirms right away to defend from the archers coming in from Vinchester, so that would explain. Yeah.
There goes the food.
I was wondering where all the food went. And I think he got fletching as well, just to be twice as sure, and that's why he hasn't been able to fast castle. It's just more defensive play because he knows that he will probably be up to Castle Age a little earlier than Vinchester anyway, and he doesn't want to take the risk.
He's playing super defensive now. He's adding a house wall behind his palisades. Double palisade at the right-hand side. So he's taking no risks here at all. The opposite, actually.
And I actually like the choice of going for the tower because he has stone inside his walls, so if he wants extra TCs, he can take stone anyway, and it's just safer to do that. And yeah, he does have fletching, so that's where the rest of the food went. But now his gold count is just soaring because he went for skirmishers first rather than archers. And I'm wondering if he's going to do something to compensate for that.
Well, he will switch to archers for sure, yeah. There's the first one already.
He's already switching, but it's still going up. It's 400 plus gold, and he's only sitting on single archery range. What is it? 8 on gold usually without the wheelbarrow upgrade to maintain 2 archery range production. and he's got 1, and he's Aztecs as well. He's got 7 on gold.
Surprisingly enough, the villager count is the same. I just checked. So Vinchester kept his TC going all the time, and for ACCM there must have been idle TC time, sure.
He's idling it right now, so...
Yeah. Yeah, he wants to get to castle.
He just wants to click up.
Yeah.
And Vinchester also towering his gold, even though it's towards the back. And he's taking stone as well with those villagers so that he will be able to get the TCs. I mean, they're so cheap for Britons. There's no reason why you wouldn't want to get the extra TC up. And camping on top of the hill.
Yeah, but not at the very top. He's allowing ACCM there to climb the hill.
Yeah. I think that was just the way he patrolled them. He patrolled them in a very small area, even though the hill is quite large. So he didn't see it coming in, or he wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure which it was, because he does have Town Watch, and he should be able to see those units coming in.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. He just wanted to know where the enemy army is located, sorry. And the tower really saves the other side of his map, controls the wood and the gold, so...
He doesn't need it anymore, he's stonewalling.
ACCM? Or who?
No, Vinchester.
Oh yeah, now I see it, here in the left.
Yep. Yeah, he's stonewalling the left-hand side, and he's got house and building walls on the right-hand side. So he'll just have to control that single hill towards the top, and he'll be completely safe. He also needs to stonewall behind a few of those palisades, I think, towards the left, between the cliff and the forest, and then he'll be completely safe. But ACCM's about to hit Castle Age, and Vinchester is yet to click up.
85%, and...
Yeah, I think Vinchester knows what's coming, which is why we're seeing stone walls come out of him. Because crossbows just destroy palisades as well, and he wouldn't have time to re-wall behind on the other side. It's also really hard to wall up against crossbows.
Yeah. Well, if ACCM plays this smart, then he will not waste too many resources on army in Castle Age and just go to Imperials straight away. Because Britons have a hard time fighting early eagles, especially if they're elite. So I think we're gonna see a strong Castle Age from Vinchester and the attempt from ACCM to boom. There's the elite skirmish upgrade, which makes sense against Britons.
He's actually made more skirms than he's made archers, so
yes,
this is kind of surprising. And I believe in Castle Age, Britain Expos with Bodkin outrange Mangonels.
Did you see that? ACCM went straight through the houses, basically. That's how it looked. There is a hole between those two houses. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Well, Vinchester's lucky that ACCM at least hasn't made many crossbows, so it's not going to be as effective at raiding as crossbows. But it's still very hard for him to deal with.
I really wouldn't call him lucky right now. So much...
Luckier than he could be.
Yes.
Which doesn't make him lucky.
This is just bad luck. He invested so many resources and villager time in that wall there, and then he had a hole.
I don't even know if you can call it bad luck or just careless. Because
he should know.
It's well known that when you have hills like that,
yes,
there are sometimes holes, and a lot of players check, especially if you're going to invest that much time and effort into walling.
Yes, of course. I mean, Vinchester wouldn't be in the round of 16 here if he hasn't heard about holes on a hill, right?
Yeah.
It's just, a blooper. And now it's gonna be really hard to get rid of those skirms, because they can take the fire from 2 towers and crossbows for quite a while here.
He's waiting for the Bodkin upgrade, and then he'll be able to outrange the skirmishes, which should help him win this. He just has to micro. And it's going to be difficult for ACCM to micro against this as well. because Vinchester's got the range, but he's sitting on top of the hill, which makes it more difficult for Vinchester.
Okay, checking the economy here for ACCM. 2 town centers already at wood and gold.
Third one going up on the gold.
Yep.
At the front.
And none.
For some
yet.
reason, Vinchester walking into the range of the skirmishers, but he has cleared most of it up now. He's still...
Yeah, and they are
Where
on low
did he...
HP.
Oh,
So
he spent the stone he took on the second tower. So I was wondering where that stone went. So he can't even drop a second TC.
oh god, 4 stone in the bank. Oh, that is bad. That will throw him back. If he wanted to do something in this game, then his castle age should have been really strong. But now, see, lots of idle time for the gold, so archer production is behind.
And he's open on the right because he opened it to let his crossbows back in and he didn't re-wall. So crossbows from ACCM just going to walk right on into his economy.
Ouch, yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3 villages.
And the house is going to go down really quickly as well. He's bringing his crossbows back, but he's not able to do any damage to ACCM, who's now got a 3 TC boom going. And once ACCM reaches Imperial Age, well, Aztecs, it's going to be a fast Imperial Age either way.
Yeah.
Much faster than Vinchester's. I don't think he can do anything to stop it. What's he got against Eagles in Castle Age?
Yep. Knights without bloodlines. Well, swordsmen are supposed to be a bit stronger on the balance patch, but I don't think that he can invest all the resources from
against elite Eagles. Yeah, Eagles don't take much economy either. It's really, really... Elite Eagles will be so strong against them. Even on a balance patch like this.
And after all, it's Castle Age against Imperial Age. If you spend your food on knights and infantry, you can't go up to Imperial.
And ACCM is going to have a much stronger economy as well with the 3 TCs. So... I don't know, what can Vinchester do to come back in this game? It seems like that one mistake is going to cost him so much that it's going to be pretty much... How can he come back? I mean, ACCM's dropping his 4th TC, he's got a defensive siege workshop back at home, which granted is less effective against Britons thanks to the +1 extra range, which means they are equal range with mangonels, or do they outrange normal mangonels? They get outrange them.
They
by
outrange
1.
them, yeah.
Okay.
5 + 3 against 7.
Yeah. And now you can see the mangonels, but he's not microing it, so you still have to micro them, even if you outrange them. Okay, so he's going to take down the first mangonel from ACCM, but if you have 2 or 3 mangonels, then it's pretty much impossible to micro, even with the extra range, I think. And ACCM is in again. He's just gone for the exact same spot where Vinchester dropped a palisade, took down the palisade, and now he's going to deny that siege workshop towards the left that Vinchester's trying to throw up.
I saw that palisade and I thought to myself, why not just a stone wall? And here we go.
I think he wanted to throw up the TCs, so he just took shortcuts there in order to throw up his 2 extra TCs. But it's going to cost him a lot. And now his crossbows are coming back home once again to deal with the army from ACCM, rather than going to attack ACCM, who is about to click up now.
Yes, there we are. 5% now. And damn it, yeah. So the entire strategy from Vinchester is falling apart here. He can't do anything as far as I can see. If ACCM plays this smart, gets some eagles, gets some rams, then yeah, that's game.
Yep. Rams are going to just soak up the crossbow fire anyway, and Vinchester doesn't have that many military units. He's been focusing more on economy, and he's actually gone double stable back at home, which is an interesting choice.
He's not using the stables though, is he? Oh wait, there's a knight in there.
Yep. He doesn't have the gold.
He's miles away from Imperial, so what's he gonna do with a couple of knights?
His plan is a castle, but I think that's... Well, ACCM's not got that much stone yet, but he's got 5 on stone because he wants the Garland Wars upgrade eventually anyway. So once he gets the castle, if he drops it aggressively, then he's going to be able to take make trebs, rather, and take down any castle that Vinchester can make anyway. So I don't think this is going to work out very well for Vinchester.
Nope. But again, we can't really judge his skill by this game. I think it was just this nasty hole there that screwed it up for him big time.
Yeah, it's not about skill, but it is pretty much... I don't see how he can come back from this at the same time.
Yep.
If we have a quick look at Vil count, Vinchester's actually pulled ahead, 3 more Vils than ACCM, but on the other hand, ACCM stopped making Vils basically once he clicked up to Imperial Age. I didn't really see him make many more villages.
Yeah. He has 5 barracks in total. As long as he has enough gold miners to spam eagles, then he'll be fine.
Yeah, he only really needed the food for the elite upgrade, as well as some of the blacksmith upgrades, and... Where's he going with those forward Vils? There we go. So forward siege workshop first before he gets the stone in, and once he has the stone, which should be really soon with those 5 stone miners almost finished there, yeah. They're carrying, he's got wheelbarrow at the very least. I don't know if he has handcart, but I'm looking at how much they're carrying. And it's 27, 28, I think he has handcart. 30 resources.
Nice one.
Yeah. He's got handcart already. So his Vils are going to be very efficient on top of all of that. So he actually needs less Vils.
Yep. And there are the eagles.
There's the forward castle.
Also forward castle.
And yeah, Vinchester can't deny the castle. ACCM's just got to run back with his eagles and defend his villages, and then make a trebuchet, and then it's going to be game over.
It's a good castle position there as well. He's just ignoring Vinchester's castle, and he wants to push in straight into the purple economy. Makes a lot of sense.
It's also a perfect castle in terms of positioning for trebs to fire at Vinchester's castle, because any treb that sits right under the castle will be protected, and it will be just in range of the castle of Vinchester as well, if he wants to kill the castle, that is.
Yes, and immediately start firing there.
Vinchester with the mass panic stone walls. But, ooh, ACCM, is he in? Is he in? Or is the TC blocking him? TC's blocking him? Just. Only just. But, I mean, I'd love to see petards here from ACCM even, just because it's going to blow through a hole immediately, and if he's fast, there's no way Vinchester can re-wall behind it if he just makes some petards. No time for reacting.
I don't see petards queued in the castle. There are 2
Yeah, I wish
rams.
he would, but he's not going for that.
Yeah. But that would be a nice surprise. And if you have, oh god, how many is that? Let's check. 32 elite eagles in your base from one second to the other, then yeah.
Yeah, it would be completely over. And it looks like with the extra stone he's going to tower, just to prevent Vinchester from taking wood, I think. Is that what he's going to do with his Vils? Because he's gone to the corner at the right-hand side?
Yes, he's there with...
I think is it a castle then? Maybe he's waiting for the stone for a castle rather than just a tower. And there's the treb sitting under the castle, firing down on Vinchester's castle as well.
Oh yeah, by the way, DFS is pointing something out. Let's see how the longswordsmen fare against eagles now on the balance patch, because that's what Vinchester is trying.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced. Okay, longswordsman upgrade done now. +1 attack, +1 defense.
Do they attack faster, or what?
They get
how are they stronger on the balance patch?
They get a bigger bonus against eagles.
Oh, okay.
But still, they only have 60 HP here.
So same as eagles?
Yes. But
Same attack as well, without upgrades, but of course Eagles are going to get the last attack upgrade because ACCM's in Imperial Age, so he's going to get 9 plus 4. And if he gets Garland Wars, that's another plus 4, so that's 9 plus 8.
Yep. But it's 9 longswordsmen against some 40 Eagles.
Vinchester's on the way to Imperial Age, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold until then. He is somehow managing to keep that first castle alive, but ACCM's making extra trebs now. And he's also got a lot of economy. I would be surprised if he doesn't get Garland War soon.
Vinchester's defending
he can
quite
afford
well
it.
here. Yeah. Got the 2 rams with mangonels, was not a problem at all. And now this castle is helping. Fast house wall here, keeping the eagles out.
But let's just say that the, Vinchester manages to go champions. What happens when ACCM goes for Jaguars instead?
Yes, that's definitely an option. Or just champions himself. Think about it. Garland Wars, Aztecs champions, they...
Oh, it's open! Vinchester's open.
Oh,
The TC's just gone down. I don't think ACCM's realized yet. Ah, that was a little unfortunate. He didn't realize in time, otherwise he could have just run in with all his eagles. And he does have Garland Wars now. So he's just missing the last attack upgrade. Do Aztecs still get it in the balance pack?
Yes, they get it.
Yes, they get... Yeah, they do. I don't know why he doesn't have Blast Furnace. But he chose to get Garland Wars before Blast Furnace.
It takes a long time to research, and I don't even see it in the blacksmith.
No, I looked and he wasn't even researching it. That's why I was confused. And he's open again, and this is GG. He can run in now. Why isn't he running in? He's making the transition to two-handed swordsman for champions.
Yeah. I really hope he doesn't call GG here before this fight. So let's see how the longswords do.
No, he's not going to. Not yet. If he can fight off these eagles, maybe he's in an okay position. And he's also just made it to Imperial Age. His economy's actually not looking too terrible. He is lacking some farms, though. And he's actually winning.
Yep.
He was able to spam so many more out because his barracks were so close.
Yep.
And he cleared everything up. Wow. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, before it was two-handed swordsmen and champions getting a nice bonus, and I think longswordsmen didn't get any, or am I wrong? But now longswordsmen already get a bonus against eagles, so that helps in situations
But
like
ACCM's already got champions completed, plus the Garland Wars. He still is not getting Blast Furnace though, and he has way too much gold. He is transitioning his economy towards a more champion-based economy. So Vinchester's done a good job at just holding on. And he's also mixing in some longbowmen to back up those two-handed swordsmen.
Well, yeah, if ACCM is transitioning to champs now, then a few long bows don't hurt, of course. But there's the GG.
He's called the GG, though.
Yeah. Well, he had this stupid hole that I think really cost him the game, and he put up a good fight, so... Well, shit happens, I guess. Let me update the scoreboard.
While we were looking at the other side, actually, at the end, I was watching a fight between a two-handed swordsman and an elite eagle warrior. 9 plus 6. And the eagle warrior won fighting uphill. Just 1v1. But Vinchester only had the +1 and +1.
Okay.
So I think longswordsman, it was just sheer numbers from Vinchester overwhelming him there.
And the positioning, I think the eagles were blocked. They were not fighting at the same time. Okay, quickly going through the achievements, but we've pretty much seen what happened there. Food and wood are pretty similar actually, so good job by Vinchester there. But yeah, early Imperial from Aztecs expected. That's 9 minutes earlier. That gives you a big boost, of course. Also, the 2 villagers in Dark Age, that can actually decide a game already. And then the hole on top of it, yeah, that's what we've seen.